Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Triple Threat. To my right is the California Kid,
Yo,
and on the phone, the man, the myth, the pipe.
Happy birthday to him, Pong.
yeah, oh yeah.
And trust me, he has no strings on him. Well, I take that back. He does have one, his wife.
Ooh, no
I wonder if he's
comment.
watching the pay-per-view tonight.
Hmm.
I wonder if he's watching the pay-per-view tonight.
Nah, he got better things to do.
Wow.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I don't think he's a fan of the Bears.
Oh no.
Who is, right?
A bunch of drunk Chicago fans
Probably.
and some Atlanta fans.
Yeah.
Seriously, all you people who are Chicago Bears fans, Chicago Cubs fans that live in Atlanta, get out, please. I'm sick of that shit.
I don't know what's worse, that we have Chicago fans here or Washington fans here. I have quite a few friends who are Redskin fans, and that's just comical itself.
But enough of that. All right, let's get down to business. Finally got around to watching the Flash pilot. I would say it's a pretty good episode. I did like how they did the dude that played the Flash in the CBS show, and they gave him a part as Barry's dad. I think that's pretty cool.
That was pretty slick.
And they also got the female that was on the 80s show. Also, she's in the show too. So I think that's pretty cool. I did kind of like the origin story. I like how they did Professor Zoom. You don't really get to see him, but you know he's there. And kind of shot that they went with. Is the girl supposed to be his love interest or not? I think so, but I don't know for sure. Is his adopted sister supposed to be his love interest or not?
There's always hints at it, but who knows?
Yeah, because it seems like it's going to be like a love interest between her, him, and Felicity.
What was his name on the show?
Barry.
Barry.
Yeah. That's right.
In the animated series, I thought his name was Wally. I may have been mistaken.
There's two versions. There's Barry, Wally, and a bunch of others because like they've been different flashes.
Okay. I follow a lot of those shows, but I just never followed the Flash. I followed them. That's very interesting.
I mean, it's pretty. I mean, not to get off subject, but the Golden Age Flash, then Barry's Flash, then Wally's Flash, Kid Flash, then the other Rogue Flashes.
There've been that many. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's been that many.
Wow. Well, this man's been educated.
I did like how they did with the what's the villain's name? Professor Weather. Professor Weather or something like that?
Professor.
Something like that.
It was the villain that controlled the weather.
They have him in the animated thing.
The Weather Wizard or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
But I did like
the animated version.
I like how they did him, and I thought he was dead, but they did say that they just put him off to jail. But it seems like it's going to be a good show, and I'm definitely going to keep watching it. You got anything else to add, Pike?
Have you just watched the first episode?
Yeah, just the first episode.
Yeah, I've been watching. That is so freaking crazy. The fact that now I'm watching CW 4 nights a week.
4 nights a week. What else you watching other than Arrow and
Arrow and some vampire shows?
Please don't tell me you watching Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
That for the
Yeah. Something. I like vampire stories, man. And, but no, I really enjoyed it so far, and I think that kid's doing a great job, and the kid playing Barry, and interesting story and cool acting, and I can't wait to see what happens next, man.
Also,
DC is just killing it with TV.
Yeah. Also, I did Also, I did like that scene with him and Arrow on top of the roof, and when
I
they were
love
both,
that. That was my favorite part of the whole
and
episode.
then when they both left, they both said that's cool.
You know, he Flash saw the way he left and said cool, then Arrow saw the way he left and then he said cool, and it was just like, that's great.
Yeah.
See, you could just act like that was a Justice League movie right there. Like Batman, Superman and Ben Affleck are doing something, and during that, Flash and Arrow are hanging out.
They already teased, like in the second season of Arrow, they already teased a Harley Quinn, which I thought was funny. And
Yeah, he appeared in that one quick second. You notice that?
yeah, like in the down there.
That was so slick.
That was very clever for them to do that.
It's like I'm a therapist. You want me to help you? It took a second. I was like, Harley?
I was like, I had to rewind that. I was like, Harley? Like, what is Harley Quinn doing under Waller's watch? I'm like,
well, if you read the comics, she is part of the Suicide Squad.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
But how often do they follow the comic all the way though?
Well, yeah, very rarely. I get, like I say,
But yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite new shows so far, and it's like, is it better than Gotham?
Right now, yes. Well, just on that one episode, yeah. But let's get to
I would say maybe, but character-wise, Gotham has the better characters, though.
I don't know about that, but
bullshit.
I'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
What?
I said we'll see when I get more into the episodes.
Oh yeah, I gotta wait for y'all to get caught up for that. So.
All right, on to the next episode. As of this recording, last Friday was the premiere of Constantine. I gotta say, I kind of understand why ABC do that for folks that don't know, that aren't into TV like us three are and haven't went to school to be in TV. The reason why it's so shocking that they put it on Friday, because most of the time when they put shows on Fridays, they really do bad on Friday, and they.
It's gotten better though over the years.
Yeah, like but ever since
Fridays have gotten better.
Yeah, but if it's not like TGIF on ABC like back in the day, they pretty much die. Yeah, I mean, that's what most shows that been around for a few months.
You look at shows that have been on Fridays that stuck around, like I can't believe Blue Bloods has lasted that long, you know?
Well, Blue Bloods is an exception.
And Grimm's the exception.
Yeah. But
you know how popular that show is.
Yeah. But I gotta say, kudos to them for giving us a shout out to Atlanta, the first episode.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just weird that I guess they actually did shot in Atlanta, which was kind of awesome. But the dude that's playing Constantine is fucking awesome.
Yeah, from the first episode, I like it, you know, and see, I love that. I love that dude playing him. He got it, you know.
Yeah.
And nice little homage to the comic, of course, you know. And I'm just a little bothered they don't have him smoking.
Yeah, they won't have him smoke.
That's weird to me because if you watch the movie, that's all Keanu Reeves did half the time was smoke.
Well, you know, a lot of people don't want to discuss the movie. I think the guy that I think. Well, if you're a comic book fan, you probably don't like the movie because they kept saying that, you know, it wasn't really faithful to the comic book. I think the guy that's even directed the movie is doing the TV show too.
Yeah, no, he felt like it was.
And hell, even he admits that he fucked up.
I'll tell you what, though, those people who watch the movie, they're the main ones who watch the show Friday.
Yeah, but
it's like the same people who watch the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie are gonna watch it when it's the new one is on Netflix.
Yeah, but I don't think that the director admitted that he fucked up Daredevil.
Well, but you know, I can't wait to watch it next week.
Yeah, I did. I think that it was a little slick how they did the ending where they revealed who was the monster.
Yeah.
And
then, I mean, come on, this guy Hill from Oz on the fucking show. I mean, that's all I need. All you gotta do is tell me what Augustus Hill was on there. So
I did see that. I love
Who?
that. Augustus Hill.
wheelchair dude from Oz.
Oh yeah, he's the angel, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Same thing happened on the first episode of Z Nation on Sci-Fi. He was on it and I started watching it.
It's amazing how many people from Oz just get work like that.
And I imagine guys don't watch Z Nation, but yeah, I guess that was the reason why he got killed off, so he can't be on Constantine.
Well, hopefully they get picked up for a full season.
Yeah. But yeah.
But yeah,
y'all know what I'm talking about, Z Nation, right?
No.
The zombie show after SmackDown.
No.
I've seen the preview thing. It's a zombie.
It's not bad. It's like The Walking Dead's little brother, you know? The acting ridiculous, but it's okay.
Yeah. But it was a pretty good pilot. Hopefully they continue with the good shows.
It already looks better than when they had that Dracula show. So.
No, I'm not gonna go into that. All right, let's get to the.
Did you watch it?
No.
It's vampire. He just.
No, if it's done right, it's not as stupid.
It was good in very, very, very small doses.
If it's not as stupid as Twilight. All right, on to the next topic.
He went there on that shit.
Yeah. What's the next thing?
All right, I'm pretty sure everybody know that apparently somebody leaked the trailer for Age of Ultron that was supposed to air on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but unfortunately for Marvel, somebody leaked it early. So all I gotta say is that shit was fucking epic.
It was fucking got the right guy doing the voice of him too.
And then I like how they fucking added the whole Pinocchio song.
You know, and I told my mother-in-law about that movie. She's not really into Marvel. And I told her it's the dude from the Blacklist being the voice of that Ultron. Goes like, oh really? Because she loves Blacklist.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was fantastic. And then just seeing the whole Buster, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
I geeked out like never before about that.
Hell, I geeked out when Ultron was coming in and everybody was standing around and he picked up the Mark 1 version of him and crushed the head.
Yeah, it's like, shh. That jump was crazy, man.
Oh, man, I can't wait to see the twins.
It just looks amazing. Like, it looks like it's going to be, the imagery was amazing. I can't wait.
Yeah, and I had a what the fuck moment when I saw Cap's shield broken.
Yeah, like, what was up with that? The shield was shattered. Like, what? It broke.
I had that moment when Thor picked up Tony Stark by his neck.
Yeah. But,
and then seeing Quicksilver and
yeah, that was good.
Scarlet,
you know.
Mm-hmm. So
I keep saying it's so funny because I saw Godzilla and in that movie they play husband and wife and now they're playing brother and sister. That's just funny to me.
Did you say Godzilla?
Huh?
Did you say Godzilla?
Yeah, Netflix Godzilla.
Oh.
You motherfuckers, you don't read my post.
No, were they in that movie?
Yeah, they were like the main human characters in that movie. The main human characters. That sounded so weird.
No.
Well,
yeah, they were a husband and wife in the Godzilla movie, Quicksilver and Scarlet.
Wow.
Working together.
I know.
Well, but let's see what other things in the movie.
But I can't. But yeah, and then you saw how you saw how like Marvel said they're still gonna show extra footage after Age of the Field Tuesday, and
yeah, they were really pissed that somebody leaked that shit.
And then they're gonna have that Marvel special. They're gonna show you a little bit more. So
yeah, it's gonna be cool. But like
and now I'm wondering is like, are they even gonna show remotely anything of Ant-Man?
Oh, that's a good question.
Ant-Man's like that guy on the side now. It's like,
He later becomes the Atom, and then turns like man, he changed. That doctor was weird.
what's that?
I said that doctor had quite a run in the comics.
You ain't Hank Pym.
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, that was it.
I'm actually looking forward to seeing that too.
Actually, I saw the set pictures of Michael Douglas doing that movie.
Yeah.
I just can't see him as Hank Pym.
Oh,
It's Paul Rudd and Michael Douglas.
Huh?
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd and Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
Rudd, I could see it, but like after I saw Michael Douglas do like Behind the Candelabra, I was like, Michael Douglas is like capable of anything now.
He is that damn.
I didn't even.
I saw that movie.
I didn't even recognize him as Liberace. I didn't even recognize him. I didn't even know it was him.
I barely recognized Matt Damon in that.
Yeah, I didn't even recognize those two, man. That was like, wow.
Oh my God! How do we go from Avengers to Liberace? Come on.
I don't know. That's a good question. It's Michael Douglas.
That was made by one of the best directors in the last decade, Steven Soderbergh.
Yeah.
Motherfucking Traffic, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was amazing.
And then, so I can't wait to see, and I'm glad Paul Rudd's doing this. If you ever seen recent comedies, you know who Paul Rudd is. I'm glad he's doing this role.
Yeah, what role would that be?
He's playing Ant-Man.
They're having him play Ant-Man, and then they're having.
You know? You know, he's the guy from Role Models and Anchorman.
No.
You can't please tell me you know who the fuck I'm talking about.
Paul Rudd, I know who you're talking about.
Hey.
Well, other than that, I'm very hyped for this. Hopefully, they release some more, maybe some shots of the Vision. The only thing that worries me is that now they're saying that they're going to do Civil War, which makes no sense. Because I thought the third movie was going to be Thanos, but I guess they're going to do more with him with the Guardians.
It's just rumors now. I mean, nothing set in stone. They got plenty of time to wait on that.
I think that's still in development.
But the only reason it's being rumored because they're saying it's because Iron Man's going to be in Captain America 3. So, you know, I think that's where they're going. And they're trying to throw that in there. Like, oh, why is he in Captain America 3? Is it going to be Civil War? And, you know, and so I love how Robert Downey Jr. has been playing that off so long because he kept saying, I'm not gonna do any more Iron Man movies, but I'm still gonna help Marvel out.
And then they also said that it leads into Black Panther, which is pretty cool. I just want to know who they're gonna get as Black Panther.
Yeah.
Somebody on YouTube was talking about that they should have cast Denzel Washington as Black Panther's dad. I can see that, but I don't think Marvel's gonna put out the money for Denzel.
Yeah, Denzel Washington. If Denzel Washington were to play this role, he'd have to do it out of.
Because Denzel nowadays is starting to get more eclectic with his role picking. Like, he's starting to do different types of roles. So
I think it would have to be just something that he just would want to do, because then he probably wouldn't throw his regular asking price. His agent probably just,
how much you willing to bet Samuel can talk him into it?
Somebody can talk him into it, but it would just have to be something. It'd have to be something Denzel be interested in. You know, like if it's like a major role, then like I'm sure whoever's gonna do it, the studio's just got to pay up. You know, the producer's gonna pay up. But you know, like for some with Marvel in this like a supporting role, I think they could get him. It would just have to be something he liked. If he did the read, he'd just have to like it.
Yes, it would have to be a spectacular script for it.
Yeah, he's only gonna take it if the writing is good.
Also, they did hint at that there's going to be romantic tension between Black Widow and the Hulk, which kind of shocked me because I thought she had a romantic relationship with Cap. But
no, they kind of waved that off immediately as soon as they were in that car, and they just kind of they teased it and then they waved it off.
No, but like in different variations, they did have a relationship.
Yeah, but you know.
I don't know how that's gonna do out because I would think they would try to do another Hulk movie, but They still
That's
haven't said anything about it.
that's proven dangerous. Doing Incredible Hulk movies.
Well, they finally got it right, and then
Yeah.
Aaron Norton left. So you
Yeah.
think right now they would try to do another one?
Did you read why he decided to be Hulk anymore?
No, I didn't.
I only revealed because they kept saying it was rumors because being for Marvel, he just said he didn't want to do it anymore because of how much time it takes doing a movie like that.
He's always been. They say he's always been difficult. Like
He's difficult as well as eclectic.
yeah, he's very. I mean, they say he's like known to like ride everyone on the set's ass to work harder. Like
Yeah.
they say it's not so much him just being an a-hole. They say it's just him being overly passionate. They
He
say
always like to have a hand in the script.
yeah, they said that he is like so hands-on making movies that he wants it. I mean, from his body of work, you have to admit. I mean, he really wants the best he could get out of it. Like he wants it to look, he wants that film to look amazing. You know.
Yeah.
He will, and I mean, I got to give him credit. He does a great job, but man, like I can understand why he couldn't hang with Marvel because like
yeah, it sucks because he did his thing and all, but you know, why Mark Ruffalo picked the pieces up, you know?
yeah, I think he did.
Ruffalo's been great.
He's doing a good job.
And like you saw that trailer, you could just tell like he's gonna be put through the ringer this time.
Oh yeah, especially with the.
They're gonna work him like crazy.
They're gonna ride
If
it.
anyone can handle it, Mark Ruffalo can handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hopefully everything would turn out good. Sucks that we got to wait till May for it to come out, but it did its job, and I'm very interested in seeing
The story.
the story. All right.
And the credit and the after credit scene.
Yeah. Well, let's now get into some wrestling news. Before we get down to the degree, we got a little bit of news. Coming off of last week's episode, which is up now because of technical difficulties. Sorry about that, folks. But I guess WWE is trying to cover their ass like the NFL because they released a new policy this week having to deal with domestic violence, sexual assault, and child abuse. WWE has probably said that they have zero tolerance for the matter, and from what it says is that the first offense upon arrest would be a suspension, then conviction be the person would be immediately terminated. Well, I can understand why WWE would do it because the whole thing with the NFL, Adrian Peterson and Ray Rice, excuse me, and WWE has have history of most of the wrestlers, having domestic issues like Austin, Tiffany, and Drew McIntyre. So I kind of understand why WWE would do something like that.
It's amazing to me how it just comes off to me as them being, the same old hoity-toity WWE trying to be trendy with the times now. Their company. I understand that there's need for a policy like that, but why would something like that make news like this? And the reason why is because WWE, they like to tout themselves as this example of a great business and a great, product or whatnot. Like this amazing work environment. But I mean, man, I think there comes a time when, adding in too many of these policies, the wellness program and all this stuff, it kind of just like, man, you kind of start going the Disney route with this whole damn thing. Disney's like a bunch of Nazis over there. I'm just saying, there's a point at which things can get a little too, I don't know, a little too overly conformist. Like, man, it's a liberal company, but that's just a statement.
Yeah. that just like makes you wonder what they do. Like how much concern there is to have a box like that, and has it happened before? You know, not just like years ago, but recently, where it just comes up like that. You know.
Yeah.
And you know how it can be heated in the back in a locker room like that, and just I hope nothing like that ever happens. But I guess they start thinking about it, trying to be on the safe side. You never know how heated someone can get. I mean, when you live in a company where even the Twitter guy's getting his ass knocked out,
Speaking of the Twitter guy,
But it was Twitter, right?
Huh?
But the Twitter guy wasn't it?
Twitter, Facebook, same.
Social media guy. Whatever.
Yeah, social media. But speaking of him, apparently he's left the company.
Good riddance.
Yeah, really. Go back to Connecticut.
No.
He sucked at his job anyway.
Yeah. But on to the next topic. Let's talk about Raw happening from Atlanta 2 weeks ago.
Oh boy.
I don't remember much.
Well, I'll refresh your memory. Basically, Cena confront Ambrose at the beginning. Cena tell Ambrose to shut up. Then the Authority put him in a match against the Usos and Stardust and Goldust,
Yeah.
in which they won. So thanks for crushing everybody in the tag team division again, Triple H. And then the Authority come out and Triple H gives his wife, who is a billionaire, $1. I don't know if that was meant to be funny or not. But after that, Triple H goes insane, says that he doesn't care what happens, that the main event was going to be Cena versus Ambrose, which was going to be the match for Hell in a Cell, but they decided to do it on Raw, and the match was going to be a contract on the pole match. God damn.
We know those pole matches are always so good.
And so where Vince Rizzo was having a hard on.
Yeah.
A pole on.
Yeah, for real.
Burn. Then we had AJ and Layla versus Paige and Alicia Fox. God damn it. So, let me ask something. Is Paige supposed to be heel or face?
At this point, I don't think they don't know what to do right now. I think they're just trying to cover, they're trying to buy time now. When they do stuff like this, they're trying to buy time so they come up with an idea.
I think she just goes both ways.
Nice.
Burn. Well,
Thank you. They got that joke, honey. I said go both ways. They said nice, so they got the joke. I've been practicing that for a week.
well, the reason I said that because after the match, which AJ won, she totally beat the shit out of Layla and threw her to the wall.
Yeah,
Yes.
she did.
I do remember that.
I wouldn't forget that one. That was interesting.
Anyway, Dolph versus Randy Orton was pretty much a match of the night. Then they
Man,
had,
that was slick, and he did that.
yeah, how they took that shit from the 2K14 video game.
Yeah, they certainly did.
Where he lifted him up in the air and did the RKO.
Yeah.
Because you could do that on the video game.
They totally ripped that.
I love how popular the RKO is online now.
Oh yeah, they're putting it. They now.
Vines of people getting RKO'd.
Yeah, they took.
Yeah, there was
like
one I saw where the dude was like, they took a picture from Michael Jackson's Thriller, and then Michael Jackson getting RKO right like out of nowhere. Actually, somebody brought that up to Orton on Twitter, saying that they should do a shirt by it. And Orton said and Orton said that they probably won't have room for it because of all the John Cena merch.
Well said. Thank you, Jim.
See, he's not such an asshole now, is he? He is it.
Well, hold on. Well, hold
them
it.
kids like to dress like Fruity Pebbles,
Well, hold that thought. Then after the match, Orton won, by the way. After the match, Rollins came in and he gave the curve stunt to Ziggler. So,
I saw that.
What a way to build up the IC champ.
Yeah, they just kind of stepped on.
He lost like a bunch of times, hadn't he?
Yeah. And the next match was Seth versus Jack Swagger. Seth won, and then after the match, Orton came in and laid out Swagger. I just released Swagger already. And so next match was Rusev versus Show.
I don't remember it.
Me neither.
Nobody else did. Rusev won by DQ after Mark Henry came in and interfered with the match. Then at the end, Rusev was cornered by both Show and Henry, and so Rusev decided to go after Mark Henry, turns around, runs right into Show's fist.
Yeah.
And then one of the strangest pictures you see is both Show and Mark Henry hugging each other and walking out of the arena, smiling. Somewhere I just wanted to go and just find Ebony and Ivory and just play the song as they walk in the hall.
Like, for real, play it. Oh my god. This whole angle has just been ridiculous. Nobody would care. Nobody would even care at this point about that.
Also, I'm a Braves fan. Probably a Braves fan. What in the blue hell was the crowd doing trying to do the tomahawk chop?
I don't know. They were.
We gotta believe in something.
It's definitely not the writing
nobody
team.
has done
We
the.
need to do it much during the season, so we might as well do it on our Raw show.
I swear, nobody has done the tomahawk chop in Atlanta in God knows how long.
Good God. It was like, oh.
I saw it when I went to the last time with the Braves game. I saw a bunch of drunk fat guys do it.
Oh my God.
It was great.
When the hell did you went to a Braves game?
A few years ago when they played the Cubs. It rained out, and I ate like a chili dog.
Wet chili dog.
Yeah, it was kind of wet, but I was buzzed, so it was all good. They lost, but again, I was buzzed.
Yeah.
Just like I wish I was buzzed seeing that Henry Show Rusev love triangle, whatever the hell it is.
It's probably one of the worst angles. Like I said, I don't know what this fascination with the Cold War is now. Like, did anyone?
It's just Rusev deserves better. Lana deserves better than this.
Did anyone see the backstage? Well, I couldn't even call it an interview where Hulk Hogan was wearing all pink and they had a pink background and he had all pink everything and he.
It's for cancer research.
I know, but did y'all hear? But did you? I mean, there's a limit, man. Did y'all hear?
I was hoping to see a pink mustache, honestly.
The girl said it was supposed to be an interview, and she only asked 3 questions because Hulk Hogan goes on this spin where he goes into a promo. He just literally lines up like he would with me. He goes into a promo about his thoughts.
Dude, this is Hulk Hogan. This is the guy who's father to a son who keeps fucking pictures of his mom and a thong on his phone.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
we weren't even gonna go there.
he almost. I'm just saying, when it came to the question about this whole thing of Rusev, my God, he almost jizzed himself. He went into zone, man. He was happy. He wanted to. I think it's a huge obsession with these old guys and this Cold War thing.
He wants to do one more match.
They want to recreate Rocky 4. Come on.
Wow.
They're going to have Rusev rip the flag down, and then this soldier Bumble's trying to get into the ring. He can't even get in there. They had to wait. I mean, I think...
looking at that going, they stole my gimmick.
Dude, the dude was hanging in the ropes, like the soldier hung in the ropes for like 3 minutes. It felt like 3 minutes. It's probably like more like 30 seconds. But like, the dude couldn't even...
What's going to happen next? Like, Mark Henry's going to come out there and have that James Brown music playing?
I guess so. Like...
Living in America.
Like James Brown, that news interview when they were asked about that thing with his wife, and he immediately starts off singing "Living in America." Oh my goodness!
Living in America.
That was classic. That was on live too. It was just like, man.
Are you talking about that? Are you talking about that interview he did?
Years.
Are you talking about that interview on CNN when he was just saying that he going hi and all that shit? He was making no sense.
It was great.
I seriously just watched that a few weeks ago, and it was on YouTube. He's going, "Oh my God, I feel good. I almost got brand new bags. The man's horrible."
Yeah, I remember this.
Just like that.
Oh, it was classic.
God rest your soul, James.
Like,
Salt and soul.
we miss you, James Brown. I've been meaning to Netflix that movie where that guy who played Jackie Robinson played you. You know.
It's on Netflix now.
I'm waiting for it to get on Netflix.
Oh.
I wanted to see that movie.
I heard it's actually really good.
I heard it is good. At work, they were talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we go on from Rusev and Show to Sheamus versus The Miz. Does anybody really care about this?
I'll tell you what. I just want to give Damian Mizdow a freaking Oscar right now. That has been some of the funniest shit I've ever seen in a while.
Yeah, he's pretty much staging Miz on that.
I like how the crowd just being like, better than Miz, better than Miz, you know?
Oh yeah, they're killing it.
I mean, it's just you can tell they were working on that for a while. He just nails it to a key, and Sheamus is like, man, I don't know, Sheamus, just give Miz or Miz out a U.S. belt because clearly you ain't doing shit with it.
Yeah. So Miz wins with count out, and now let's get to the rant. All right, so keeping up with the tradition of sucking guest hosts.
It's a fun game for our fans. Timeline. Put a time limit on this rant.
Well, this is gonna be a short rant, so
okay.
You might as well. All right. So this week's guest host was Todd Christie. Christie Knows Best. I guess. Huh?
He was one of them.
Well, yeah, one of them. Thankfully, it wasn't like guest host or having him in the ring. It was just him outside by the barricade.
Yeah.
So points for that.
I just don't like him. I don't know why. I just don't like him.
Oh, how about this? Why do we need another show of some rich dude trying to act like he knows what's best for everybody's family? It's been done to death. Speaking of done to death, thank you, TLC.
I saw that clip where he told his son, you need to stop acting like Larry Flint.
Well, how do we know he knows best? Hogan didn't know best, and we all wanted to believe he did.
Where the hell are they supposed to be from?
They're from Atlanta. That's why they.
Good God.
As if Atlanta needs any more bad press, especially this week with Honey Boo Boo.
Honey Boo got canceled. There was a lot of praise gods on her.
All right, I'm gonna say this to my friend who's on Facebook who was raving that they came into Target when they did. I hope you're happy, especially with the news of that lady dating the child molester and all that.
Mama June.
Yeah. You know, can we just learn that if you're going to make a reality show, make something better instead of some crappy one that makes no damn sense.
I don't know. Better reality show. That's a weird phrase.
Yeah.
It's
There's only so many decent reality shows. I tell you what's a good one. Wahlburgers is good.
Yeah.
Mm.
That or the classic Joe Schmo. That was really good.
I mean, Elliot's Catch is good.
Pawn Stars.
But did you guys see the guys in the background when they were interviewing him and they were doing all the crazy antics? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, they were doing all the hand jets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the rant was going to be about Nene.
Well, we'll get into that.
But, it was only for a second, and, he talked for a little bit. I still don't watch the show, so whatever. At least he didn't hit anybody's ass with a champagne bottle, so.
Yeah, that was,
Or dance with Adam Rose or anything.
Yeah. The Adam Rose party, man. Those got to be some interesting parties where everybody does shrooms.
Speaking of his, somebody with
lollipops.
Yeah.
Speaking of his, somebody with a champagne bottle, let's get on to the next one. Nene. Seriously, why in the? I mean, I could figure out why she was on there because NBC and Universal owns Bravo, and they trying to promote the damn Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah.
So they decided to bring her to the to Raw to promote it. And I almost laughed my ass off when they were saying like she's a accomplished actor, fashion designer, shit. I'm like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
WWE.
I need to talk to my friend Adrian. We need to talk to our...
Yelling at bitches, I'll give her that.
Huh?
He's a great actress that yelling at bitches, I'll give her that.
Okay. We need to ask our friend Adrian since he was there at the show, see if they booed her out of the arena.
I hope they did.
But she came out during the 6-woman tag. Didn't really do much. Just staying out there with Rosa Mendez, who is 39, by the way. Counted it. She's close to getting her pink slip pretty soon.
You're getting over her?
No, I mean like she's. I mean, you know the rules. When they reach an age, Vince gets rid of them.
Yeah, Vince has to go ahead and put them out in the pasture.
And plus, she's been there for 6 years. She still hasn't done shit.
No, she has not.
Other than show her ass, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And so, can we just stop with these stupid kids? So, like I said before, I'll keep saying it again. Unless they know anything about wrestling, why the fuck we keep bringing them on the fucking show? It's just stupid. I mean, who in the hell is WWE trying to cater to with this crap?
They don't know. I think they got on the train to try to expand the wider audiences, and then that came at the guise of turning everything PG under the Linda McMahon thing with the election and everything, and then one thing led to another, and then you have this sort of confused show that's ran by a bunch of people who think that this is some kind of a television show that they need to run, and some people who are still trying to keep it as a sports entertainment product. But now it's like, it's not even a battle wrestling anymore. I think the wrestling is trying to survive in this little corner, but now you just have this war between whether are we making a soap opera or are we making a reality television show. Like, it's kind of a battle. Like, is the focus to tell a story, or is the focus to just like give them a certain reality-based thing with a bunch of tension here and there to keep people engaged? You don't know. I mean, I don't even know what I'm watching anymore when I watch WWE. It's just kind of like they're confused, but then they like to do it under the guise of that, we cater to everyone. I think that's their way of covering up the fact that we have no idea what the fuck we're trying to sell you, but we really, really want you to watch and buy and pay $9.99 a month. Under contract for 6 months, we want you to pay $9.99 a month.
All for the low price though. $9.99.
Yeah. So that's what I think. That's what I think this is all about. I don't think they know what they're trying to sell us anymore. I think they're just as confused as we are.
I mean, when that shit was going down, I was watching Big Bang Theory instead, so I don't know. and the Blacklist and Gotham and,
Yeah, stuff that actually knows what it's trying to sell you.
It was just so ridiculous to me, and all it did was remind. And then when I pressed guide, I actually said thank them for doing that stupid shit, because when I pressed guide on the TV, I had to remind myself the DVR American Dad for fantasy, so it worked out pretty well. So I thank you for that stupid skit, Rob. You can put in a million celebrity guest hosts. You ain't never beaten Monday Night Football.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
You can't even beat Love and Hip Hop, so
Oh Lord.
I mean, it's just you better be happy they ain't been showing American Pickers and Pawn Stars and that shit. Man, they would kill them in the ring. So
Pawn Stars, yeah, they would murder them.
And God forbid MTV didn't show Teen Mom or anything like that, because then they'd be getting even more killed. It's just I never. I mean, I don't know. As you said, who the audience trying to be or who would care. But, thank God it was only a few minutes, not a whole hour. That dumb shit,
Shit, they were bitches.
There were a few times where you had the guest host kind of cool, like when it was Bob Barker or Seth Green or Shaq, you know.
Somebody who mattered, yeah.
Or the dude from ZZ
You know,
Top.
even when Ozzy and Sharon were there, that was funny.
Yeah.
You know, like you want to know, like fucking Hugh Jackman. Like Hugh Jackman actually watches it, you know.
Yeah.
Like he was all game for them, you know, and you think anybody else who was fun to watch, who was a fun host?
Shaq.
I think Shaq.
Yeah.
Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers.
Ben Roethlisberger, the athletes play ball with it, you know.
Strahan was kind of cool.
Who?
Strahan.
Oh, Strahan.
Yes.
Yeah, Strahan was fun, and Schwarzenegger was fun.
Yeah, well, Schwarzenegger knew what he was doing anyway, but yeah.
And like they were fun. Who else was a good one?
The dude from
I just had someone.
the dude for True Blood was cool.
Who?
The dude from True Blood.
Yeah, he was cool. Shatner was funny.
I enjoyed Shatner. I thought it was just awesome.
And my wife loved Pee Wee Herman.
I remember Pee Wee Herman.
Really infinity, you know. And, can't deny Betty White.
Oh yeah, Betty White did what she was.
Betty White was funny as hell.
Some of the funniest backstage stuff ever.
I don't know, man.
Some of the.
What was that funny joke she said? The last time you see him in that half naked was last night.
She always.
Come on, Betty White, freaking royalty.
I gotta give her some credit. She had some zingers on that episode.
Yeah, she's royal, but I don't know.
She nailed some zingers. I give her that.
Yeah.
She nailed some real
that
things.
stupid thing with the New Age Outlaws. Other than
Yeah, that I didn't like that. Yeah, I preferred. I liked their other segments.
Yeah. Last match of the night was contract on the pole match. Dean Ambrose won. Setting up for Dean Ambrose versus.
I mean, that show would suck a million times more without Ambrose.
I'm liking Ambrose, but he's just not selling it for me. He's trying, but.
He's trying more than anybody. I mean,
compared to
Maniac, he's trying to be funny, you know.
But compared to Daniel Bryan, you know, it's not the same.
Daniel Bryan was more organic, you know.
Yeah. So, it was a lame Raw from Atlanta.
Yeah, with only the highlights being, well, like I said, Ambrose.
Yeah. So, we go to Raw from Kansas City, which is kind of run since the Royals are in the World Series.
And which was brought up a lot.
Yeah. Randy, I'm not going to try to tell you how to do your job, but, you know, you overdo it when you try to use cheat heat twice, dude. I mean, at the beginning of the motherfucking segment, he brings up the Royals. Then he brings it up again. I'm like, dude, can you...
And once again, the Royals are not going to win the World Series. and here you are now up by one.
Yeah, suck on that, Randy. Stick to doing what you do best.
I'm just saying, this is the least cared about World Series I've ever seen.
Well,
blame whoever the hell is the coach of the Braves. Or who own them.
Look at it this way, Braves owner. At least you're not the Hawks owner.
Well, at least, hey, you're getting a new arena.
And look at it this way, Braves. At least you're not the Falcons losing by one in London right today.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that. I'm like, wow,
I started watching after like the third quarter.
They up, and then they let them come back. I'm like, oh, shit.
I'm just saying, does London even really care about this since they're such a soccer country? I mean,
no, they don't.
I just don't understand why they think why it's different when it's basketball. I mean, I get it, but
the
NFL all about soccer. I just don't think they would care about this.
Tell that to Roger Goodell. He doesn't get the hint that nobody cares.
Yeah.
Just like we don't care about soccer, even though a lot of people try to say we do, we really don't.
We care for like 5 minutes this summer.
So many countries find soccer to be the national sport, and then, I guess everybody gets up in arms.
A lot of Americans, we really thought this was going to be that Walt Disney Cinderella moment where we had a chance to win the World Cup.
Good.
And I'll admit, I'll be a hypocrite. I admit I did watch some soccer.
I mean, I watch it, but like not a lot of people will watch it because when it
Those
comes,
guys really are freaking athletes. I mean, my God.
Yeah, they're athletes, but let's be honest.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't play this game.
the game comes off as boring to Americans.
Let's be honest. If Pele couldn't fucking make people care about soccer, who else can?
Or Beckham.
Fuck Beckham. Beckham
Why
didn't
you
do.
can't fucking Beckham?
Beckham didn't do shit.
Exactly. That proves your point. He couldn't get people to care about soccer.
No, they actually thought that David Beckham could do something. The dude was pretty much gone from soccer. I mean, they didn't want him in Europe because they knew his time was up.
Sucked up.
And the only reason he was picked up by anybody in America was because the American,
To get revenue.
yeah, because they were stupid and thought they could get money.
Who did he play for?
He played for LA, I think,
Uh,
and then he played for somebody else. I can't remember, but
and then he got the hell out of here.
yeah,
Made a little money.
it was just a waste.
He pocketed and left.
Yeah, because the people were stupid enough to give it to him. But
Like, shameful.
so Florida comes out. Then we get Sheamus versus. Okay, another little rant. Enough with the goddamn 6-man tags already. Seriously. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of these motherfucking 6-man tags over and over again.
They do run too many.
You know it ain't Sunday unless one was cussing a lot.
They run too many.
There's too many
even I'm on
There's
board
too
with
many
this.
goddamn 6-man tags.
6-man tags.
It's ridiculous. I'm
Seriously.
tired of them.
Somewhere behind that curtain is Teddy Long in a fucking cave laughing his ass off.
Yeah, for real.
No, it was great seeing him on SmackDown.
He's got the snidely whiplash
Did
mustache.
you see that on SmackDown when he came back for the anniversary?
Yeah.
No.
He came back out there, and John Laurinaitis came back out there, and he was playing. JBL actually got up and started doing the dance. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
But
yeah, Lauren's going,
know,
people power. All that crap.
What if Joe and and I'm sure it's called the Teddy Long idea. Whenever you do 6-man tags, we call that the Teddy Long idea.
Oh, they're just secondary player. Yeah, have no tag match.
I am tired of 6-man tags though. I'm tired of multi-man matches. I'm really tired of them.
Yeah, that's one match that just needs to go on the shelf for a while.
Yeah.
Sheamus and the Usos versus Miz, Stardust, and Goldust. The only good thing about this match is that Sandow won. Missed out, whatever.
Yes, he did.
Finally, after he's been jobbing his ass off.
Thank God.
They've run. You talk about, I relate it to what happened at the end of the Shawshank Redemption. But he didn't come out necessarily clean on the other end,
Could you just compare this match to Shawshank
No, I'm
Redemption?
comparing Sandow's run. I'm comparing Sandow's run.
So in this mindset, Mid-Down is Tim Robbins?
I guess so. I don't.
Do not disrespect Tim Robbins with that bullshit.
Morgan Freeman?
Do not disrespect Tim Robbins with that bullshit.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell he meant.
He meant like Sandow crawl through shit.
Okay. Forget the Shawshank Redemption. Just relate it to what happened to him in Mystic River. Oh, come on.
Oh, damn, dude. Shawshank.
You gotta give me credit for that one.
Alright, moving on.
No,
Moving
I
on.
heard that shit.
Moving on.
Football fields of shit, that's what you mean.
No. Okay.
Just like the Falcons. Again.
I bet Zach Ryder's looking at Miz going, damn, that could have been me. I could have went through 5 football fields of shit.
Well, he still is.
We're talking about long,
No, he's at the
trail.
3-point now. He's not past 5 yet.
Gentlemen, we're talking about crawling through excrement.
So where's Emma at?
Oh.
Yeah,
well, you get replaced by Layla for that whole thing, and the AJ best friend, you're at it too right now.
That was bad.
Well, next match, AJ Lee versus Alicia Fox. Seriously, can we just get rid of Alicia Fox?
She's good at kicking AJ's ass, apparently.
She's good at hurting people. It's great.
She was just mashing on AJ. okay.
She's trying so hard to be the female version of Booker T.
She's a wild animal. She
Damn, if she does that move though.
she's an animal, man.
I mean, just reckless.
For God's sakes, Booker, can you please teach this woman how to do a damn scissor kick right?
At least sit down after you do it. Don't stand.
She's so she's so raw out there. Like I wouldn't know whether to say she was green or just plain stiff and nasty. Like they need to send her to Japan. They need to send her to Japan.
I can see why they put her with Paige because I think Paige is the only one that can control her.
I'm just saying, put her in the damn climax over there in Japan. She could be kicking people's noses blood red. I mean, she is nasty. She's almost as brutally stiff as Angelina Love used to be. I mean, my
That's
God.
your answer for everything.
Look at come on, Alicia is raw, man. She just raw. She don't belong in the WWE ring. She just too raw.
Some of those dudes, a lot of other dudes don't belong in WWE.
Yeah, that's true. But man, she is nasty. Like she is just nasty in there. She just kicked ass, like for real.
I just remember when she fucked up Beth Phoenix's face that one time.
That was beautiful. I mean, it was
beautiful?
In a violent.
That
was lovely. God, she's vicious. She's an animal. I told you she's a
clumsy idiot.
She's a freaking nasty killer.
Fucking idiot.
She's a killer. Like that girl Colonel Nanuchka from Glow. She's just brutal. There's always one of those gals in the women's division that just has no idea what the fuck they're doing, and they go out there and they just do the moves and hurt the other girls.
I can't believe you just brought up a Glow reference.
This is a wrestling.
The women of Glow are more trained than her ass.
Yeah, she admitted.
That includes Ivory.
Have you seen Colonel Nanuchka? She's a vicious animal.
Dude, I've seen the documentary. Stop it.
Colonel Nanuchka was nasty. How many? She used to drop the girls on their heads. Like, man, she was nasty. Good Lord.
And even then, Ivory's still hot as hell.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Anyway, as we said before, we had Randy come out again and rip the roles again.
They're not gonna win the World Series.
And they would have him and Cena. God damn it! As we said before, we'll say it again. Cena trying to be funny is not funny. No. Just stop it.
He's had some funny moments over the years.
Oh yeah, and one more thing. So let me get this straight. Cena won't do the rapper gimmick, but he'll go and do a song with what's that dude's name?
Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz Khalifa?
Right quick, name a Wiz Khalifa song.
Motherfucker, I do not listen to that shit. That's why I asked who the fuck he was.
Black and Yellow. You don't remember Black and Yellow?
I was at work. When I was working at Dee Dee's, I had to ask the young girls who he was because there was posters everywhere of this guy. And I'm like, who is this guy? And they're like, you don't know who this guy is?
Black and Yellow.
I said, like, wow.
All I know is...
That was the song they brought up.
All I know is he's...
Let me see. It's like, honey, what song did Wiz Khalifa do? Like, Black and Yellow, thank you.
That doesn't count. Your wife heard you say that.
It's Black and Yellow.
Whatever.
Listen.
To be fair, that's the only song I know. So
that's the only song anybody knows.
The only thing I know... The only reason...
Did you hear the song now?
Listen, let me say this. The only reason I know that guy is that he's the dude that married Kanye West and Sloppy Seconds.
Yeah.
Why do you know that? You don't know Wiz Khalifa song, but you know who you fucked and married?
Divorced now.
Why do you know that?
Because Amber Rose is hot. Next question.
He knows her name too. She did.
Oh my God.
You shut up.
Since you brought up the rapper thing, have you heard the song?
Oh
yeah, I heard the song. God. It sucks balls. It's worse than it. It's worse than anything else on Cena's CD.
You okay?
I just, man, dude, man.
And I can say that because I bought the damn CD.
What, the Cena CD?
Yeah.
I bought that for my wife.
How many stars did you give
I
it?
think you're the only guy I know who actually bought that for themselves.
It was worse. It was worse than not Bounty Blood. What was that match that had Charmel and the chick from Survivor?
Oh,
God, man, you remember that?
dude, that was awful.
Where the dudes gave it -5 stars. I gave it -10 stars.
The album sucked.
So yeah, it was. Well, so it was. Were they both bad, or was only one bad and the other guy was a good rapper? I mean,
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
They just didn't gel properly.
Anyway,
I didn't know they did a song.
Heyman came out and pretty much saved the goddamn promo, and then have City get RKO'd, and then Heyman took the RKO.
Well,
Yeah, well, that's Paul Heyman.
No. So that was it for that segment. Then we had Rusev versus Big E, which really didn't mean shit.
Rusev. Either do the Big E Xavier Woods Kofi thing or don't at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I really hope they try that stable.
Then after the match, they try to do the part where the Russian flag comes down, but instead the American flag comes down. Rusev hinted that he was going to do what Big Show did to the Russian flag a couple of weeks ago. But out of nowhere came a guy in the army suit to try to stop him, and Rusev kicked the crap out of him.
Well, how long did it? I got to ask you, how long did it take him to get in the ring?
Not that long.
The man was
it was a plan.
Yeah.
Obviously a plan.
Hopefully,
a real army guy, he would have blocked that shit and knocked Rusev ass down.
Yeah, pretty much.
Had to.
WWE better be careful with doing this shit because they've been getting hot water with the servicemen for storylines and shit like that. Because I remember back when I was in college and I went to go get SmackDown vs. Raw. I think it was the one with Cena and Batista on there. And the dude at Rhino, he was in the service and he was mad at WWE. He stopped watching because of that whole thing with Muhammad Hassan and Undertaker.
Oh, yeah. I remember this now.
And he was very pissed about that shit.
I remember this. Yeah, there was a lot of people too.
So if I were WWE, I'd be very careful and tread lightly at what you do. Because that did piss off a lot of people and stuff like that.
Can't play with fire that much, you know?
And to be honest, by this time, I pretty much fell asleep. And just didn't give a shit. So we have Shameless Plug by Dean Ambrose for See No Evil 2.
We went to Movie Stop yesterday and fans was looking everywhere for that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have any copies.
I saw the trailer.
Yeah.
I went to Movie Stop Thursday. I went to see how much the Paul Heyman DVD was.
How much was it?
$17.99.
I gotta get that.
Then they had like a bunch of cool stuff. Like they had the Bret Hart DVD, the Macho Man DVD.
The only thing she could find was the Blu-ray copy, and she didn't want that, so she ended up getting wrong turn 6. I'm glad we went because I had to redo my subscription, and then we ended up getting like 1408. I ended up getting X2, Mission Impossible.
1408 was okay, wasn't it?
It's a good movie. We were trying to decide between that and that Vacancy movie. So.
Vacancy was okay.
Yeah, they're both okay, but we like John Cusack more, so we went with that. It was that and Constantine. I got Mission Impossible 1, Constantine, and X2. Why I didn't get X1, I don't know.
X2 is
better. I just realized I needed another X-Men flick, and I thought, since X2 is the best one, I get X2, so. X2
is better.
Well, I got the Days of Future Past.
Nice.
Yeah. But so I thought it was, you mentioned that when Ambrose watching that as she put up a prepare to fight Kane, and did you like the Batman Superman reference they did?
It's they are trying every which way to sell this show. I mean,
Nice joke, but nice why so serious pun Ambrose did, though. I'll give him that.
yeah, they put it in there.
Well, next match was
I consider Ambrose to be more Joker than Batman.
Probably, yeah.
Next match was Brie versus Summer Rae. Do not give a shit.
That was terrible.
Brie wins. Can someone please explain me what the fuck is Brie mode?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a total Divas reference. That's what they call when she gets really drunk.
Oh.
So basically,
that's what Brie mode is. Whenever she got really drunk, they would call it Brie mode.
So it's like debauchery mode.
Yeah.
Burn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, guys, I'm definitely gonna watch Total Divas now that Paige is gonna be on there. So.
And you know what that means? She can never hold the title again. Next match, Cesaro versus Dolph Ziggler. I'll let California Kid take this since I was asleep.
It was
And I was watching Blacklist at that time.
Yeah, this match totally proved my point as to why I think that WWE missed a huge opportunity in moving Cesaro and a number of the other guys in the mid and lower cards up. It was the thing about it, plain and simple. It was a main event match. It was definitely a main event quality match. Everybody was chanting how awesome it was. Once it picked up, it really got going, and those two put on a hell of a show. And I think that for me, I mean, after I saw that match, I was done with the show. I was just done. Like that should have been the main event. They just want to keep pushing, the guys that we always talk about on the show, and like for me, I think WWE is missing out on some amazing talent, and I mean, I loved it. I can't that if I was gonna watch pay per view, that's the match I'd be looking to watch. I mean, it was those are your best workers right there, and they may need some help on mic skills, but I mean they're doing fantastic. I think those are the guys that should be the main card right now. Those guys, and just
especially Ziggler and Cesaro.
Yeah, Ziggler and Cesaro just tore it down. They tore the house down that match. It was so refreshing to watch that match after watching most of the show. You get to that match and you're just overly refreshed. The match had a lot of beautiful reversals and counters, and it told a good story. They actually told a story in there. Everybody was into it. Everybody got crazy. I wonder why no one in the back hears this, or no one in the back cares about this. Like, it's time to let these guys move up. They're showing you they're good enough to be in the main event. That was the main event. They just gave you a main event. It was terrible. I feel so bad for those guys. I can't help but feel terrible for those guys. It's good stuff.
Forgot to mention Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins had a promo, and out comes Mick Foley.
Oh yeah, that.
To talk about the Hell in the Cell. Good seeing Mick again.
Great seeing Mick.
Still, growing out his hair and beard.
Looks like old.
Yep.
Doing the whole Santa thing.
Again.
He's getting ready.
Yeah.
Checking his
list. He's so obsessed with Santa.
He's checking his list and checking it twice.
Sure. Just like when he wrote that Christmas book. I mean, man.
I thought Santa
I would have figured he would have been more about Halloween, but
It's Foley. He loves Christmas.
Yeah.
Weird.
So the next match was a handicap street fight again. John Cena and Dean Ambrose versus Kane, Randy Orton, and Seth Rollins. Oh yeah, do you want to get into this before we talk about that? The whole thing with Hogan backstage.
Okay.
Since you brought it up, before we begin the recording.
Let me say this. I'm all for the breast cancer awareness thing, but sometimes, like, the placement of pink can be a little much. They really had to put some money into getting Hulk Hogan's entire outfit to be this vibrant pink, with the background being pink, the lighting being pink, and the interviewer. It was supposed to be an interview, but it turned into one of Hulk Hogan's mean. The girl who's doing the interview, Renee was so lost. Yeah, she was She was so lost during this interview, during what she thought was going to be an interview, which you could tell she was lost because when she asked as soon as she asked the first question, Hulk Hogan just took it and ran with it, turned to that corner angle he always turns to when he gets ready to do a promo, and just went. And she was waiting to come back in, but he just kept going and going. And oh boy, she got a total of 3 questions in. She was lucky enough to get 3 in. And I mean, when she got into when she asked him about the Rusev thing, that's when Hulk Hogan's head exploded. Oh my God, if he isn't one of those guys who's in that Cold War mindset with this whole thing, I don't get it, man. Like they're just trying to relive it, trying to relive those '80s, man.
Dude, it's Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's Hulk Hogan.
Like I said before, I said it again. Excuse me. It's the same guy who has a son that has a picture of his mom in a thong on his phone.
Yeah.
Do we even need to ask why you know that?
No. Fucking you know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't tell our audience, but I guess I know.
Well, apparently in this interview that was supposed to be an interview, Hogan really did know best.
Are you really shocked of all the fucking
It's just like he knew best.
No, he doesn't know best.
Well, he thought he did.
All the battles.
No, I don't know. You keep saying
Please. All the rivalries he had, it has to do with the whole Cold War and all that stuff.
It was all about him, yeah.
I mean, it's Hogan, brother. That's all he knows.
Yeah, let him have that moment.
He called Renee brother. He at the beginning.
Let him wear whatever we want.
A little side note: he actually called Renee brother at the beginning of the interview and tried to correct himself. It was great.
Did you really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Should just went with it.
Yeah.
Renee don't give a shit.
No. Renee's just trying to build her resume so she can go to ESPN.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
We're kind of that's Ian Andrews.
Let her go. She ain't coached.
Dude! Well, good.
Hey,
good
reference. Coach, I was like, go on ahead.
Wow.
Well, her, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
For her, that's a good thing.
That's why they won't let her go.
I forgot all about Coach.
But if she goes, Dean will be mad.
The highlight of Coach's career is when The Rock rode his ass an entire season. It was great.
Okay, we're moving on.
Yeah, seriously.
Kane, Seth Rollins, and Orton win the match, and after the match, Rollins curves down on Orton, and that's the end. So, with that done, let's...
The way you recap this on every show, I don't feel so bad missing it.
Well, duh.
Go on.
Okay. Alright. So let's get down to our predictions. As of this recording, tonight is Hell in the Cell.
Yep.
Doesn't this just feel like the least cared pay-per-view of the year?
No shit.
I can't imagine. I don't know anyone who's really excited about this pay-per-view.
Well, it's one of the filler pay-per-views till Survivor Series and Royal Rumble.
I didn't say that looking for a reason. I'm just saying.
Oh.
I mean, I know what it is. I'm just saying.
Oh. Well.
Before you do that, did you hear they're going to change the name of the Chamber pay-per-view?
The Elimination Chamber pay-per-view?
Yeah, they're going to change the name of it.
What's it going to be called?
You ain't going to like it.
No shit.
Just remember that they're going to change it to the Fast Lane.
Are you serious?
WWE's Fast Lane. That's what I heard.
Oh, god damn.
Oh, that is awful.
That's about as stupid as Capital Punishment. That's about as stupid as Battleground. That's about as stupid as Bragging Rights.
Yeah, that was bad. Bad blood.
God damn it, dude.
Big Capital Punishment.
Let me just say this right now. Seriously. Get rid of Hell in the Cell. Get rid of Elimination Chamber if you're not going to do blood anymore. Because it makes no sense. Go back if you want to do cage match. Just go back to the blue cage and be done with it.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna do blood anymore, then there's no point in doing another Hell in the Cell. There's no point in doing an Elimination Chamber. Just be done with it.
Yeah, I agree. This is the match types just do not suit the product anymore. It's just pointless. It's one of the stupidest contradiction like things that you could do as a company when you're supposed to be going PG like and you give us this match that's just meant for bloodshed and there's no blood. It's stupid.
Anyway, let's get down to it. Kickoff pre-show is Miz Dow TV with the Miz, Damien Sandow, and I think they said that the guest is going to be Paul Heyman.
Should be.
No, I said Miz is going to be the guest for Miz Dow. Paul Heyman's going to be a special guest for the pre-show with Riley and Booker T.
Whatever. All right. Big Show versus Rusev. I might use Morgan, but no.
Wow, this is such a hard one.
Rusev.
I don't know. I might need to flip a coin on this one. I don't know where to go.
It's certainly just.
Fuck that Rusev. Ain't nobody gonna beat Rusev until Cena probably.
Yeah, and I'm calling it now. Here in my turn.
Yeah, maybe.
Next match.
How many times has that been now?
I don't know.
It's getting old.
Has
It's
anyone
been
turned
old.
more times than him?
Kane.
Anybody else?
Joe.
Shawn Michaels. Over and over again.
Anyway. Next match. Nikki Bella versus Brie Bella. Loser must be an assistant to the winner for 30 days. Call him Mulligan.
You can't call Mulligan on that. It's too easy.
True, but who really gives a shit about this
I mean,
match?
really, this is probably one of the most pointless matches there's ever been built. Like, it's pointless.
It makes no sense for Nikki to be Brie's assistant, so obviously Nikki's gonna win.
Yeah. It's a gimme.
Nikki. Okay, next match. WWE United States title match: The Miz versus Sheamus.
Oh, well.
For some strange reason, I think they're gonna give it to Miz.
I think so too. They just add more to that whole gimmick they're doing.
In terms of this match, actually.
Give it to Miz, Shane not gonna have his own replica belt, and then start going that way.
Just fucking turn this Joker already.
In terms of as a match, it's going to be hit or miss.
Eventually, he's gonna turn face and turn on Miz. So.
No, I'm talking about Sheamus. Just turn him already.
Oh, turn Sheamus heel?
Yeah. That's the only time Sheamus was tolerable. He was actually good.
No, you haven't been enjoying those jokes about his home life and his mom.
No.
And saying fella 500 times in a row.
No.
But I say Miz.
What I'm going to say is, like, as a match, this is going to be a hit or miss. And, I mean, it's literally going to be a hit or miss.
Really?
Yeah, it's going to be a hit or miss.
A pro kick or miss?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is going to be a hit or miss.
Oh, I couldn't resist.
Huh?
I couldn't resist. I had to say it.
Oh, I know. It's going to be a hit or miss. It's the match as a whole, just meaning anything to any viewer, is just going to be hit or miss. They're either gonna find a good sequence to run and get this match over and tell a good story, or it's going to suck. In terms of who wins, I would say Miz, but I mean right now, as far as the match even being cared about, it's going to be a hit or miss. It's going to all depend on how the match begins.
Yeah.
Next match, the Divas title, Paige versus AJ Lee.
How many times has they'll switch hands between them?
Twice, I think.
They do need
overall.
Paige, AJ, then no wait.
Yeah.
First time was Paige, then AJ.
And AJ again,
Yeah. So it's twice.
this one's actually a little more hard to call, a little bit.
Yeah, you don't know what's gonna happen here.
I'll say Paige.
Last month I went with the champ and lost. Month before that I went with the champ and I lost. So I don't freaking know.
Okay, I'm gonna say this: the match is. We know the match is gonna be entertaining as hell, but my issue with all of this is that what's the point? Like, if there's no chase to it, they need to let one of them keep the belt and one of them give chase. Like, I can understand having this epic battle where the belt changes hands over and over again, and that's fine for like trying to make a moment in history. But I mean, ultimately, and yeah, they're probably the two only good people they have right now. But still, I'm just like, it's time. It's time, yeah, but it's time for someone to dominate a little bit.
The title.
I know she can't. So we're at a point right now where somebody needs to go ahead and take the lead here, and I don't care who wins. Somebody just needs to hold it, like, so that somebody can give chase, so that we have something to engage in with this. Like, that's what makes the matches good is when someone's pursuing, like.
You have someone do the chase and keep losing, and then next thing you know, NXT Diva debuts and wins it.
Yeah, let's give some chase here. Let's give it a chase. I think. But yeah, I'm not gonna make a call on this because it could go either way. It's like 50-50.
You can't do that. You gotta pick somebody.
But when it's 50-50, like it's completely 50-50. I like both of them, but it's completely 50-50. I mean,
That's just a little point already.
Yeah, just go. I'll go with AJ. Whatever.
I'll say this. It's sadly this is run its course. It's pretty much being done to death now, which is sad.
That's all they have.
Because Paige and AJ are great wrestlers.
Yeah.
It just makes no sense. But let's move on.
Would you consider that a feud of the year candidate?
No.
No, because there was no in development.
Well, who else did then?
Who else did what?
A great feud.
Let's see.
This year. Oh.
Daniel Bryan versus Cena.
Yeah, the Daniel Bryan was good, but there wasn't a lot of good feuds.
Cesaro versus Sami Zayn.
That probably was feud of the year. That was
Cesaro, Sami Zayn.
Yeah, even though it wasn't on WWE per se, broadcast it was probably feud of the year.
Okay, moving on. Speaking of Cesaro, 2 out of 3.
Cena and Brock?
No.
Oh, fuck y'all.
It wasn't good.
2 out of 3 falls.
We got 16 suplexes out of that.
Yeah, but it wasn't a feud. It was a slaughter. A much-needed slaughter, mind you, but a slaughter nonetheless.
Okay. 2 out of 3 falls match for the WWE Intercontinental title. Dolph Ziggler versus Cesaro. It's pretty much going to be match of the night.
It's going to steal the entire show. It's going to bury everybody on the card. I see this match burying everybody on the card.
Over here versus Rollins, though?
Huh? It might because the fact that you put if those two, from what I saw on Monday, those two get in there and if they really just go for it, they'll bury the Hell in a Cell. They'll just if you saw that match on Raw, I see potential. I see them going out there. And the best 2 out of 3, they're going to bury the Hell in a Cell. They'll bury the hell out of it. Like if it's if they go the way they went on Raw and just up it a bit, if they up the ante a little bit and go the way they went on Raw, if it's good like the Sami Zayn match, then they're going to bury the Hell in a Cell. The Hell in a Cell has nothing going for it. It has no blood. It has 2 good workers in there, 2 great workers in there, and I'm pretty sure that the Hell in a Cell is not going to suck. It's not going to suck, but if you put Cesaro and Ziggler in a best 2 out of 3, and they really, really go out there, if the 2 characters really show up in the ring, it's going to bury the Hell in a Cell. It's going to bury it. Like if they really deliver, that's if management doesn't tell them to water it down. So they don't bury the main event. But I mean, ultimately, I think they have faith. I don't know. In terms of who wins, it doesn't matter. It's gonna be probably the best match of the night.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be the
You're
best.
not picking winners.
I think we're gonna. I'll call a winner. We're gonna win. We're gonna win this match. I'm predicting that we win.
The wrestlers, please.
Okay.
It's like, okay, man.
I'm going with Cesaro because I think he needs it.
I gotta go with Cesaro too.
I'm thinking it's going to be a rematch the next night, so I guess I'm going to say Cesaro.
Yeah, and that would be great if it did. They need to put it in the main event.
All right.
I think after Cesaro wins, they should totally turn him.
Yeah, really.
I bet you be one of the biggest faces they got.
Doesn't matter. He's good either way. He's gonna be good.
It does matter.
He's gonna be great. He's really good.
It's gonna be great match.
Thank you.
Anyway, next match, since California Kid brought it up, Hell in a Cell match, or in WWE's eyes, the double main event.
Wait, you didn't do the tag match.
Nobody really gives a shit.
No, nobody does with that match.
Usos versus
Star and Goldust, right?
Usos versus Star and Goldust.
Star and Goldust, that's all it took.
It's okay. Yeah.
Same old shit.
But Goldust's gonna entertain us.
The Dust Brothers. Next.
Did we do the Russo one?
Yes, that was the first match.
Was it? See, you bore me to death with it, so I forgot already.
It's not me born. They're WWE born.
Oh, no, the card bores me to death, so I already forgot.
Alright. Next match.
How long do you think they're going to have the belts?
Till the Ascension comes up.
There you go. That's all I needed. Or that Sin Cara Kalisto tag team. Watch out for them dragons.
He really knows how to put it in there, man.
I'm just saying, you know.
Oh God.
You know that.
Or fuck it, put Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn together.
Thank you. That would be good.
To have them beat them. I mean, tell me that wouldn't save the division.
Yeah, but WWE, they don't want anybody, like their main stars, to get buried, and they would get buried with some of these people on the show.
Okay, but go ahead.
Okay. Next match, Hell in a Cell, Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose.
I have no fucking idea.
I don't know.
I want to say Ambrose. It's just time for him to win.
Yeah, they've been riding him. They've been riding him. It's time.
I guess Ambrose is going to be violent in some way. I'm sure the concrete bricks are going to come back up.
Yeah, but they're not going to have any blood. Sadly.
You know, so I see Kane coming out there doing something probably.
Yeah.
So I guess Ambrose will. I guess I'm going with Ambrose.
Yeah.
TK.
He needs it, Ambrose.
All right. Now get to the next one, the second Hell in a Cell match. John Cena versus Randy Orton, where the winner would get a WWE heavyweight title shot in the near future. Do we really need to guess who?
What the hell is that supposed to mean in the future?
It means that this is basically a filler match just so Cena and Orton can have something to do. And we all know Cena's gonna win because it's just gonna lead to him facing Brock at the Royal Rumble because WWE does not have any more dates for Brock until the Royal Rumble.
And speaking of that, would you mind if I read off a few statistics about this?
Sure, Tony. Go ahead, Tony Garnizer.
Thank you. All right.
And that's something Tony does on PTI. Look at statistics.
Yeah. Cena versus Randy Orton. The numbers. 315. That is the number of total matches involving John Cena and Randy Orton.
You say 300?
315. Not counting what we've just seen recently. 84. The total number of pay-per-view / TV matches involving John Cena and Randy Orton.
Where the fuck did you find this?
Oh, somebody had a lot of time on their hands. This is from our friends at Voices of Wrestling, who,
Good people.
yeah, and Rich Kresk, who on October 16th set up and tallied all these wonderful numbers. And these are reasons why this match is not going to matter. 120 is the number of John Cena versus Randy Orton's that have happened as a singles, like just one-on-one. 20, the total number of TV, pay-per-view, and special events, including OVW, of matches between the two. That's also breaking down to, there was 1 in 2002, 1 in 2005, 4 in 2007, 3 in 2008, 5 in 2009, 2 in 2010, and then later on to come back in 2013 with 1 in this year, 3. 200. This one's really gonna get you. 203, 41, and 5. Holy shit! This is Cena's career record against Randy Orton, counting house shows. That means that there are 203 wins for Vince McMahon's American Hero. Not to mention, here's one that really matters to a lot of the wrestling heads out there. 2.85. 2.85 is the average number of star rating of the 10 Cena versus Randy Orton singles matches that were actually rated by Dave Meltzer. Now, if that doesn't say boring or done to death, I don't know what does. This is not to mention that 6.34, and this is like a different set of ratings. The average number out of 10 that these matches get, going from 1 to 10, is a 6.34. Yes, I'm calling it. 312,444 is the average number of pay-per-view buys that involve Cena versus Orton as the top match. Only 312,444 out of the entire millions and millions of viewers who watch WWE programming. This is not to mention that 181,000 were interested in the 2013 battle they had, which that's pretty much shit. Yeah. So basically, what I'm basically putting out there is that it's been done to holy death. Let's move on, WWE, because according to the actual numbers, which have been pulled from the actual rating sources, that we've seen these two in the ring together 315 times. My God, it's enough. You have Cesaro, you have all these other talents. We've watched these two men 315 times. Is no one going mad?
Well, you are.
Obviously not as much as you have.
How many times is this man going to jerk off to these two? I'm done.
Oh, alright. Well, no one's topping that.
Pike, you got anything to say? You gotta do your pick.
I mean, I never thought of that in terms of jerking off, but shit. I lost my train of thought. Shit. I guess Cena. I hope they don't jerk off too much.
It's going to be Cena. It's going to be the hero.
And with that, those are our predictions. So
They sound really shitty.
I mean, factually, Cena's won against Orton 203 times. What's another one?
I think you made your point.
A good one.
But what you expect is a shitty card for a shitty pay-per-view. And with that,
Yo, can't wait to read about it on Twitter.
But with that, we come to the end of another Triple Threat. I'd like to thank you for joining us, listening to us. Please subscribe, leave a comment, and please tell your friends. I'd like to thank California Kid and the Pike for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
And
Thank you.
you guys stay safe and rock on.
jerk off.